Hey, it's Tim.
And it's Amy from GoWithLess. We're so glad you're here with us this week. In today's video, we're going to be sharing our April spending. We entered the month of April deep in the hole. Did we get out of it at all? Stay tuned.
Every Wednesday here on our channel, we come out with a new video, typically talking about our early retirement or our nomadic lifestyle. In 2015, we left our careers in our late 40s and retired early. And in January of 2020, we sold our home and became full-time nomads. On the second Wednesday of every month, that's when we talk about the prior month spending. So this month, obviously, we are talking about our spending in April. And we target spending about $3,000 a month or $36,000 a year.
We hope that you'll give us a like, subscribe over here, and we're going to share where we were for the month of April. As full-time nomads, it's not unusual that we're moving all about, but we did it in April. We were in one place, in a house, on a house sit in Silver Spring, Maryland, and it's a 12-week house sit, so we're also going to be here through the middle of June. But that is where we were. Now, as far as where we are for the moment, we're doing something fun. We're filming, at least our introduction, over here at the National Air and Space Museum. It's a Smithsonian Museum. We're out at, they have actually two locations. There's one in the heart of Washington, D.C., and then there's this one out here by Dulles Airport in Virginia. And we are going to have little clips of our visit here in between our spending categories because it is so cool.
And this is actually a special day for two reasons here at the museum. Number one being this is the first day they're open since COVID, so this is kind of special. And then also this is celebrating the anniversary of, I think it's the 60th anniversary, correct, Amy, of Alan Shepard's launch into space. So this is the first time a man from the US was launched into space.
Isn't that so cool? So we're going to try something a little different, show you little clips in between. They're short and sweet, and we want to know what you think about that. So you get a little bit of money and a little bit of tourism all in one video. So let's get into it.
Every month, we're also talking about the same 10 categories. Whether we have any spending in a given category or not, we're going to tell you what happened in that category in a given month. And this month, our number one category, the category where we spent the most money, is going to be food and dining.
Yes.
And this was $748 that we spent in this category this month. $347 of that was in groceries, and $401 of that was in restaurants.
And what we're noticing is that we are spending more money on our food and dining than we did when we had a home. And I think a big part of that is because we used to go to Costco and we'd load up on, I don't know, 12 cans of diced tomatoes or coconut milk. And we can't do that any longer. Or we see a good deal at the grocery store on coconut milk and we aren't going to buy 12 cans because we have to carry them all over the country. So that is a big effect. And then also we had something that was in our April very unusual. Because I had still been recovering after surgery, I had two good girlfriends buy a very generous gift certificate for us from Blue Apron. It was $240 that covered us for 12 two-person meals. And that was our first time experiencing Blue Apron. We were blown away by the quality and deliciousness of that. And I think that might end up coming back into our budget.
Yeah,
or coming into our budget.
I completely love the Blue Apron concept. And so I think the gift was as much for me as it was for Amy, because I was doing a lot of the heavy lifting when it came to cooking. And so it really eased that burden for me. We didn't have to go out to shop. The stuff just showed up and we prepare it. We really like this concept. Also, like, ups our game when it comes to cooking, because some of the ingredients, you wouldn't go out and buy some weird one-off Asian ingredient that you're only going to use. You're going to have to buy a whole bottle of it to use it once. And so this is just we really like this idea for our nomadic lifestyle. And we're going to try out some others. I think we're going to try Green Chef is the next one we have, and maybe we'll cycle through a variety of these. But we are in love with this concept.
I want to know, have you done any of these services? I'm super curious in the United States because I don't know if they're all over the world, some of these places. But I want to know, who did you use? Who did you like? Who didn't you like? Because again, we're going to be trying more of these. I think there's a great place for this. I'm not hearing nomads talk about this. I think this is fantastic, and it ups our cooking game with more exotic things. Okay, we also had a special meal, a celebration meal, because we had our first vaccine at the very beginning. I think Tim had it on April 1st. The very beginning of the month, he had his, I had mine a few days later. We went out to celebrate in Alexandria, Virginia on the water. It was beautiful, and it was $125. We gave a nice tip. We were feeling great. 25% tip that day, and we had delicious crab cakes. You're going to see the photos are going to include lobster rolls. The lobster rolls look better, but they weren't. You want crab in the Maryland, D.C. area. We have learned, live and learn. That was at Vola. And then we had another special meal for $57.
That was at Mama Leone's, am I saying?
Mama
Lena. And Mama is actually a person that works in this restaurant. I think she's the chef, and then I think her family works there as well. At least that was the perception they left us with.
You think they were strangers? Maybe they were strangers, not her family.
I don't know. They seemed really close. And well, he told us that my mom's back in the kitchen. So
and we met her.
And we met her. And we were at this restaurant for over 3 hours. So even though this was only $57, it was a phenomenal experience. We would highly recommend this restaurant, and it was just a great time. So it was great company. So we had just a fantastic experience, and that's why we're calling it out this month.
Yeah, we were meeting 2 viewers, and we wanted to be meeting outside because of COVID. So it was a blustery cold day, and we pull up to the restaurant a few minutes early, and we see this couple just bundled up outside at a restaurant with like looking like it's the tundra, and with hats and scarves and mittens and blankets. And we're like, wow, those people really look cold. Well, those were the friends we were going to be meeting. And we realized there's no way we could eat outside. It's like wintry feeling weather here. So we did find this place, and the place that we found is in Germantown, Maryland. It was thanks to another viewer's comment. So thank you for leaving that, because we took you up on it. It was delicious, and we had the restaurant to ourselves.
Yeah, it was
home run. $57, well spent.
Our second largest spending category for the month of April is going to be home and lodging. We spent $391 in this category for the month, and we'll break that down. So we spent $140 at Hyatt. A little weird considering we were here in a house sit every night for the month of April.
We'll explain.
We spent $125 renewing a Marriott credit card. The reason it's here is that credit card gives us a free night of lodging sometime in the future, and so that's why it's in this category. And then we spent $77 on our storage, and that's it.
Well, the $77 just went up a little bit because we had to pay for insurance on our unit that was required, and that just went up. And we just got notice that it's went up again, the storage unit price. Unfortunately, it's far away from us. We're not able to deal with it. And just having the unit go up a little bit more, we're not going to unload the whole thing and move it across town 10 times. And so we're kind of stuck with that. We're not ready to get rid of our storage unit. I know many of our audience has. We are not. But we're going to talk a little bit about this Hyatt. And it's really for what's called a mattress run. A mattress run is something when you're trying to earn status in a hotel or an airline program, a hotel program. Mattress is a hotel. You stay at a hotel to earn status or to get points or a promotion, something like that. So we are working on getting Hyatt's elite status because it has killer perks, and we want globalist status. And they're doing some interesting promotion during COVID that they rent you a hotel room just for the day for like 7 to 7, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And you get to work there for the day. You get the room turned back, and then they can rent it out for the night.
Yeah, and it's on the cheaper side, so obviously it's about $70. We spent 2 nights we did 2 of these day rate things.
Yeah, we just walk in, grab the soap, and leave.
And so, and the cool thing about this is that in addition to it giving us nights towards achieving this globalist status, it also gives us points back when we go and spend the cash. And so it's almost a break-even proposition. When we go and spend $70, once the promotion's all said and done and we're taking advantage of a variety of things, we'll have $70 worth of points back in the bank. Yeah. So it's a break-even thing, but it's all in the vein of earning this globalist status.
And we are at a lot of Hyatt places and maybe even Hyatt houses here while we're doing like our stop in the United States. But we are anticipating using this status big time. We're hoping to get to Southeast Asia, hopefully in January for quite some time. They have some amazing Hyatt properties, maybe Mexico. So we are looking at the future with this status, and the status will last us through February of 2023.
Yeah, I think this is also something worth just mentioning if you're chasing hotel status. If you are staying in lower end properties, or you're staying in sort of just a roadside hotel that belongs to the Hyatt chain, a Hyatt Place or a Hyatt Home or something like this.
Hyatt House.
Hyatt House. These the status virtually means nothing when you're at a lower end property. It really only means something when you're staying at a place where the perks really matter. And so we don't anticipate really using this perk until we're potentially in Mexico.
Yeah, but we'll get free breakfast, we'll get suite upgrades, we'll get early check-in.
We hope it's
And when
worth
you
it.
say you get like a perk at the roadside ones, you get a bottle of water at the lower end one. So, I mean, here, woo, a bottle of water. Category number 3 is health, fitness, and beauty. This has one item in it, and it is $235 for a dental cleaning for me. We went to a trusted dentist, my parents' dentist, got a full cleaning. Thankfully, I got a clean bill of health. And I am going to mention, a couple months ago, we had a big giant ding to our budget of over $3,000 for my surgery. We have about $3,500 more left to pay on that. We opened up a new credit card. It's on its way to get miles and sign-up bonus for the $3,500 we still need to pay. So I think we're going to see that come in our May numbers. I think we're going to see it in our May numbers.
It's almost certainly going to be there in May.
Yeah, so that's another $3,500 for my surgery. So you're not hearing it mentioned here, but it's going to be a big one next month.
The fourth largest category is going to be auto and transportation. We spent $161 this month in this category, and that was $90 of gas and then $69 renewing a Southwest Airlines credit card. And again, this is in the vein of transportation. That's why it's here in this category. And I think with this renewal, we get like 6,000 points when we renew for $69. So again, this is sort of a break-even proposition, and that's why we keep this card around. So the fifth largest category this month is $86. I shopped a lot this month and spent every penny of this $86. That's right. So I bought 2 flash drives for a project that I've got going on that were $49 for the 2 drives. I think they're both 256 drives and 256 gig drives at Micro Center, and then we bought our paper space, our virtual machine, and then a variety of just other
Tim stuff.
Piddly Tim stuff. That's right.
Category number 6, utilities. This is usually just my cell phone bill, which is Google Voice. That was $39 for the month. I love my Google Voice. Check it out up here, a video we did all about our cell service. Tim uses Mint SIM, and he just pays annually for his cell phone service. He loves it in the United States. And we had a $16 credit from our Colorado electric company. We left Colorado in early January, like the first week of January 2020. So it's kind of funny that a year, it's like almost like taxes, like how long it took, but we got a $16 credit, $22 in that whole category.
So our 7th largest category is going to be entertainment. We spent $21 this month, which accounts for like a streaming service, a newspaper, and just a handful of things that are entertainment related.
Categories 8, 9, and 10 are all zeros. That is taxes, miscellaneous, and business. Taxes are coming up next month though. Yep. Okay, so that's it. We ended up at $1,664 spending for the month of April. We were pretty much blown away by that, I think, between the $235 dental visit. We just had some extra stuff in there, higher food and groceries, but because we didn't have any accommodations, that really saved us. Where we are for the year, we really dug out of the hole a lot. We are at $12,694 out of a total year-to-date budget of $12,000, which puts us at 106% over budget. We were so deep in the hole when we started. Again, I think we're going to go deeper in the month of May, but at least we see an opportunity
there's no
to come
thinking
out.
we are going to be in the hole next month.
Way deeper. Yeah. Now, okay, I want to talk for just a few seconds about other things. So the National Air and Space Museum, totally free. You do pay $15 to park your car, and there's really not a lot of other ways to get there because it's in the middle of nowhere. It was incredible. I would like to know down below, how did you like having these little video clips in between? So we find that our videos, like if we just do a video about the Air and Space Museum, those videos, absolutely nobody watches them. I don't think we have the best, I don't know, photography and things like that. So we get it. But did you like having those little clips? So that's number one. Number two, we are going to talk about this next week, but we have a brand new group, a GoWithLess Facebook group. It is, I'm going to say it is mind-blowing. I think that it is my reason I've been put on Earth. And I am not being hyperbolic. I know I have a tendency to be hyperbolic, but I don't think it is with this. So I want you to go over and subscribe to this Facebook group because it is unbelievable. It's like the dream team of travel hacking people, house sitting people, fire people, nomadic people, sharing their stories. It's unbelievable. So I hope that you will join us over there. I want to know down below, have you already joined? If you're not on Facebook, this might be a reason to be on Facebook. It is that I'm just blown away by the people in the group. So I'm really grateful for it. I think it's showing unbelievable promise. So if you're in the group, I want to know about what you're thinking down below. If you aren't in the group, let me know what you think. Why aren't you in the group yet? So go sign up for it. Let me know you're signing up. Let me know what you think. So I want to hear all about it down below. I'm back on comments. See you next Wednesday.